let me introduce myself first. Yeah, obviously you
Yeah,
know
I
me.
know you.
Yeah,
Okay, you can.
yeah. My name is Ramachandran. I'm from Tamil Nadu. I'm working in the software industry and also I'm a YouTuber. I mostly make English related videos and I upload them on my YouTube channel. So that's what I pretty much do these days. So may I know about you?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Momita. I am from West Bengal, but currently live in USA just due to my husband's job, and my husband also is in the IT professional. And I completed my master's in mathematics, and I used to teach there. But
Hmm.
here I am completely homemaker, and I have a toddler. She is now 2 years old. So now I can't go outside to do any job. So now I am working on my communication skills, and for that I have been running my YouTube channel for 7 months by the
Wow.
name English Vibes with Momita. That's all about me.
Wow, actually, you know what? You speak really good English. I don't think you need practice, actually. You
Oh
speak
my
really
god.
good English. Yeah.
No.
So, do you talk in English over there in US? Do you go out and talk with people?
Yes, but very rare. In my case, I don't go outside every day.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't get much chance. But whenever I go, I get the chance. And the main problem was when I initially came here, I started to facing problem related
Okay.
to English. Like I could not understand their accent, and whenever I wanted to connect with anybody, I wanted to make friend. The language
Mm-hmm.
barrier were there, so
Yeah.
that's why I thought I should improve myself. Then I started. Otherwise, I my focus was always on mathematics, but
Okay.
suddenly I uh, came into YouTube with English.
Okay. So, for how long have you been learning English? I mean, first of all, how long you've been living in USA?
Okay, it's been 3 years we have been living here,
Okay.
but I am into this field in 1.5 years.
So, 1.5 years you've been consciously learning English.
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's
Every
really
day I
cool.
am just
And actually
practicing.
speaking, you do speak really well. I mean, and I just want to know one thing. There are some people usually speak very good English, but when it comes to understanding US accent, it's quite difficult, and especially the US. I mean, both the white Americans and the black Americans, both their accents are totally different. You know that,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Yeah. So,
right.
did you face any challenge like that?
Yes, I faced so many challenges. Like
Okay.
when I went for a doctor visit at that time, I faced
Okay.
problem. Yes, you are right that sometimes I face that it's okay. I am understanding their accent, but sometimes for some people it's really difficult. I
Yeah.
needed to understand. I needed to ask them again and again, and it's a very bad thing for me. I don't know
Okay.
what they would think, but from my side, it was really embarrassing. And but what should they do? They repeated again and again, and I tried to understand.
Yeah.
And then I started to watch so many English content, and
Hmm.
I started to watch native speakers video, and somehow I managed the situation because at that time my situation was I needed to go to doctor visit again and again because of my
Right.
baby.
Right.
So,
So it
so
was
that's
quite
why.
challenging back then. How about
Yes.
now? Are you still facing those problems, or you're able to understand them very easily now?
Now I can understand, but sometimes a little bit problem still are there. But
Hmm.
the one thing is that now I have confidence that okay, now I can face the people. So that is
Yeah.
one thing. Initially, I did not have that confidence. I always tell my husband that please stay with me all the time. Whatever
Okay.
they are asking, if I can't understand, you have to reply them. So this kind of situation.
So do you speak with your husband in English in your house also? Do you speak
No,
English?
actually,
No?
no, at our home we are all the time speaking in Bengali, and
Okay.
I tried. I tried sometimes for practice purpose, and he also told me that practice with me. But after some time, we again go back to our mother tongue.
That's kind of true.
Yes,
It happens everywhere.
yes, yes. That's why I thought,
Mm.
okay, this is the only one place where I can improve myself. So I started my YouTube channel, and consciously I am working on this.
Oh, that's really cool, ma'am. Okay, let me ask you one thing. So you said you've been living in US for around 3 years, right? So which state are you living in? Which city?
It's the state is Florida.
Florida.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I want to know one thing. What is the big difference that you see culturally? between US and India, and which one is good and which is not that right in US?
Okay, so actually, their culture is completely different from
Yeah.
us. If you say that they're how they're raising their child, how they have food, everything is different. So, uh, if you ask the good thing, there are so many good things. Their civic sense, rules and regulations, everything is really nice, and they are very honest, I must say. But here, I delivered my baby here, so after
Okay.
so that's why I got to know so many things about their raising their child. So uh, their main thing is that they try to get independent their child very early, and
Yeah.
after 18 they need to leave their home and they have to independent. This is their culture,
They should
so
find
they
a
have.
job and they should live alone.
Yes, yes, they should leave alone. So, uh, just after 18, suddenly the parents just feel lonely. So, this kind of things, and so they take it
Okay.
very easily and they take it positively. But to me, that yeah, it's okay that child will get independent, but they have to leave their parents at that age. So, this kind of things, and they like after
So what are
1
you
year.
planning? Do you want to tell your son, okay, you're 18 years old, you should not be at home, you just go out and live somewhere?
Okay, if we live here, so this
Okay.
is mandatory, for their college. First year, they have to live differently, another
Mm.
place from their home. So, but our plan is to go back to India because
Okay.
we are not settled here. So
Okay.
that's why.
That's
Hmm.
cool, ma'am. That's cool. And so, I mean, you said you're a mathematician, right? Okay, of course, maths is actually a universal language. So, have you tried getting opportunities there in the US to work with your mathematics?
No, I haven't tried. First of all,
Mm.
I need to go through so many procedure before doing anything, before
Okay.
applying institute. But I can do that on online. But the thing is that now my daughter is 2 years old, and here we are only three.
Oh,
My
you have a
husband is.
daughter. I thought it's a son. Sorry about that.
No, it's daughter.
Okay. Okay.
So all the time I need to get busy with her, and whatever time I get, I need to improve myself because
Mm.
if I want to teach anyone who is from whose mother native language is English, then maybe it will be difficult for me to manage. So that's why
Okay.
I am working on myself first.
Okay, that's really cool. Have you ever traveled to South India? This is a common question that I ask all the people that I speak with.
No, I haven't get the chance
Okay.
till now, but I don't know. Maybe the for IT professional, it's a transferable job. And after my
Hmm.
marriage, within 2 or 2.5 years, we moved here, and again we will go back to India. I don't know where I have to live, so
Is it not
maybe.
working from home these days? Working from home is normal, right?
Yes, working from home is normal, but for when it's come to another country, then you have to move that country. And here, my husband
Hmm.
is also doing work from home. So,
Okay.
but
Okay, he's doing work from home in US.
right,
Okay.
sometimes he need to visit, but otherwise,
Okay.
most of the time he do work from home. So yeah, but we have to move in USA. That's the problem.
That's cool. Do
Yeah.
you go out and eat fast foods a lot, especially the American fast foods, KFC, and of course KFC is there in India also, and the other fast foods?
When I was in India before coming here, we were fond of that. So
Okay.
you can say every week we went out and we tried some of the other. But after coming here, since we were very fond of KFC, so we went.
Okay.
But the our experience was very bad because
You don't like it?
most of the time they use that frozen chicken for and the what we like that the KFC
Hmm.
crispiness and the taste, but that was really missing. So that's why
Okay.
we don't go to KFC.
That is
And
true.
yes.
Even
Hmm.
in here, even in India also, most of the time they use frozen chicken. I have my friend who's worked in
Hmm.
some of the famous food chains, KFC and even Domino's, and he says the same thing. We always use frozen chicken. Most of the time we use frozen chicken. That's what they say.
Yes, but
Yeah.
then also I would say that this taste is completely different. First of
Hmm.
all, they don't they don't prepare food like us, and their taste is very mild. If you say
Mm.
them that they always ask that what should be the spiciness you want, mild, moderate, or high. So if
Mm.
you tell high, then also you will get the
It'll be
mild
like
to
mild
moderate.
for us.
Yes,
Okay.
so because they prepare for everyone. Americans are not that much habituated to eat the food like us, what
Yeah.
we cook in India, and we have. So that's why now we don't go outside for having this fast food, and
Okay.
that's why maybe I am learning to prepare so many dishes at my house.
Okay. Okay. That's cool. Have you
Yes.
been to many places in the US? Like, have you been to New York City?
Yes, yes. Recently
Okay.
we visited, and this
How was it?
2025 we went. It was really nice, and
Okay. Was
the
it so
experience
crowded?
is yes. I live in Florida,
Mhm.
and the situation is that it's less crowded, and we feel that most of the time we are walking on the road alone. So this kind of things, and everyone is
Mhm.
going just by the car. They are not walking on the road.
Hmm.
But when I reached to New York at that time, I it's just like India.
Yeah.
So many, so many people, and at night also at 9, 10, they are at road. So
Yeah.
just we feel in our locality, in our country, it's just like that. So yeah, from that perspective, I like that place.
Yeah. Actually, that is one of the place that is in my bucket list. I want to go visit once in my lifetime.
Mm,
I mean, I
yes.
have two places in the US that I really wanted to visit. One is New York. The other one is Alaska.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know
So
when I'm going to visit those places. I'm just simply dreaming about it.
yeah, definitely you can. And another thing is that the public transport is really good in New York City.
Hmm.
So you don't need any car if you want to live there. But here where we live, it's a car dependent state.
Okay.
So I I can't go outside if my husband is not at home. So this is the situation.
Okay. Do you don't drive car?
And no,
Okay.
that's why whenever my husband is at home, only that time we can go out. Otherwise, I have to stay at home. So this is
Okay. What
one of the
about
disadvantages.
groceries? If you want to buy something, do you have any supermarket nearby?
Yes,
That
yes, that is there.
okay.
That is there. So many Indian stores are there. So many grocery stores. So that's not a problem. If you have a car, you can manage everything easily.
Okay. Okay.
But you don't get
Why didn't you
any
apply for a
public
license?
transport.
Have you tried applying for a license, international license?
No, I haven't tried.
Okay.
So yes, I just given the test like just the first test. That
Okay.
is the exams that I gave, but otherwise another license test, driving test that is remaining.
Okay, that's fine. I think the rules are pretty strict over there in the US
Yes,
to get a license or even to drive on road. But I think in India it's very simple. All you have to do is
yes,
get the license. That's all. Nobody really cares about the rules and everything.
yes. Here rules is definitely the rules is difficult, but once you get and got to know that what is the rule, then
Hmm.
I think it's easy. And
Okay.
the road situation that you they have a different lane, so you don't need to be conscious that much that another car is coming from this side or
Mhm.
that side. So this kind of situation is not happening here.
That's true. And one thing I would tell you, the thing is, on roads, you can see most of the cars, they all go in the same speed because they don't try to cut
Yes.
each other. But in India, they always cut each other.
Yes, yes, that is that what I wanted to tell that
Yeah.
once you get to know everything, then it's really easy.
They are
We
disciplined
face so
drivers.
many problems after coming here, and on every lane there are like signal.
Yeah.
And in India, we generally see that in a complete road there is only one signal, but here for every lane there is a signal. And after coming here, I was like, what is this? On every lane
You'll get
on a road
confused which
there.
signal is for which lane.
Yes.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Okay, ma'am. Now let me ask you something. Okay, now what is the main reason behind learning this language? I know that you're living in the US, you want to survive there, so you want to learn English. Do you have any other reason?
Yes, the first reason is that I am living here. That's why it's needed. And another
Okay,
thing is that what I told that I used to teach mathematics but I always taught Bengali medium students. I am a
okay,
Bengali, so but if I want to extend my horizon, that's why I need to improve this language because the
okay.
language should not be barrier. That is another thing, and
Mm.
for my daughter also because I faced so many problem for English. I don't want her to face this problem.
Do you feel confident after learning English? Do you think there is a change in you while approaching people?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
So, first of all, since I am living here, that's why I got to know this. Uh, Initially, I could not approach anybody, and
Yeah.
I did
Talk to
not want to
anyone.
go anywhere in front of that and I wanted to ask anything. So I always felt hesitant. But now, at least, I have the courage that okay, now I can speak with anybody. If I
Okay.
don't know, if I can't speak Hindi, I can speak English. So this is the kind of
Yeah.
thing. There are so many Spanish people, so they speak in Spanish. So they
Okay.
don't ask that, do you understand Spanish? They directly start speaking Spanish. So
Okay.
this kind of problem I faced lots of time.
So
We know little bit.
do they speak
Mm,
proper English, those Spanish people? I think I've heard
no,
Spanish people also they have their Spanish accent. Their English is also very difficult to understand.
there are so many they don't know English. They
Okay.
only and in our apartment where we live, there are so many person who are just coming for anything like repair anything and for who are working here. They
Hmm.
also don't know English. They come with a mobile and they translate. They speak in Spanish
Okay.
and they show us that this is the now you read. And
Okay.
again we say something on their speaker and they read in Spanish. So somehow they are managing.
So you're using the translator application.
Yes.
Ah, that's cool. Have you ever tried this ChatGPT for learning English? Have you ever spoken with
Yes.
ChatGPT?
Nowadays,
Okay.
nowadays every day I use and ChatGPT helps me a lot.
Okay.
Yes, whenever suppose I am having a conversation and sometimes while speaking I face that this sentence I am not able to construct correct.
Hmm.
So after the conversation I just put the situation and I write that I wanted to tell that. So
Okay.
again ChatGPT correct me. So yeah, I am using it.
That's really cool. Okay, now let me ask you something. I know you've been living in US for some time and you've learned English. I want to know what are those practices that you did because you speak really good English and I just want to know your English journey. How did you learn English?
Okay, so there are four pillars, but for me, I mostly uh, did listening, and every
Listening.
day I am also doing that. I listening and I did
Hmm.
self talk for my confidence
Okay.
because before approaching anyone, I did every day I used to do self talk and
Okay.
I tried that okay how am I say constructing the sentences and I whenever I did any work like household chores or anything. I just thought that I am having a conversation with anybody with someone, and I am just constructing the sentence like this. So this kind of practice I did for you can say 3 to 4 months, and after
Hmm.
that I got the confidence that now I can start my YouTube channel and I can
Wow.
and I when I listened, I always watch some podcast and conversational video. From
Okay.
the conversational video, I got so many ideas like how to approach to people, how to have a conversation, how to hold the conversation. So then I started.
How did you come to know this conversational niche that we people are doing videos? How did you come to know? You just opened YouTube and it popped up, or you searched
Yes,
for it?
actually, when you watch some content, then YouTube suggests that kind of
Yeah.
content only. So since I started watching so many English content, so suddenly one video popped up on my feed, and I started watching, and
Okay.
that was Karishma Chauhan's ma'am video.
Oh, Karishma's
And
video.
then
Yeah.
gradually so many others channels started to come and I started to
So how
watch.
many people have you spoken with? I mean, in the YouTube niche?
Okay, so it's been 7 months, so almost 80 to 90.
Oh, wow, you've spoken with 80 people.
Yes,
Oh, that's
almost.
cool. Oh, even I didn't do much. I didn't talk to much people. I mean,
Yes, I
especially
and I
YouTube
want to.
niche.
Yes,
Yep.
I want to say one thing, that is, do you know after how many learners felt heartbroken after seeing your post that I quit?
Oh, yes.
So many
Yeah.
boys and girls, and the new YouTubers like me who look up to you and wanted to have a conversation with you. Everybody just started commenting on your post that why are you quitting?
Yeah. Actually, that day, nothing was planned. Actually, I was really upset. I was thinking whether to continue my YouTube or not because my job was giving me so much stress and family pressure
Yes.
and all those things. So I thought, okay, let's quit our YouTube and we'll do something else. So I posted that, and later I removed it. Later, I thought, okay, this is a
Yes.
huge mistake. Let's remove it quickly. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. And yes, that's why, on behalf of everyone, I want to say that never post about quitting.
Yeah.
If you
Okay.
post one video also in a month, we are here to watch that.
Oh, thank you so much, ma'am. Do you have any questions for me? I see that we only have around 6 minutes before the meeting ends.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So, nowadays there are so many boys I came to know because of this conversational video that
Mhm.
they completed their BTech, and after that they are facing problem when they are giving the interview. At
Mm.
that time, they are very good at good technically, but they can't clear the interview just because of English. So, for them, what do you suggest? Like when they are doing their BTech, at that time they
Mm.
need to prepare themselves for that.
Yes, that is true. Even I also faced the same thing when I was in college. The first thing is when you are doing BTech, I think it's better you start preparing for your interview in the third year itself, because BTech is around 4 years.
Oh,
So in the
yes.
final year, most of the time you're going to be doing placement training. So you have to get trained to appear. I mean, that's how the course itself is designed. The final year is specifically for placement training. They give training on how to get placement in various companies. So I think
Mhm.
it's we have to make use of that. And in my college time, I did not make use of it. I thought, okay, it's easy to crack interviews, so I always bunked classes and I went out, roamed around watching movies, wasted my time. So I recommend many students to make use of the final year. The final year is very important. You should start preparing for interviews. And when it comes to English, well, if you don't have much time, the interviews are happening. You have to attend interviews. If you don't have much
Mhm.
time, I would suggest you to better focus on interview first. First, write down the list of questions that they would ask and answers, and then memorize all those answers so you'll be able to crack the interviews. Because most of the companies, they know that you're a fresher. If some, you're just coming out of college, they know that your English is not that good, but they are looking for
Mhm.
technical skills that time. Okay, so let's see if you have technical skills. Well, if you can have technical skills, they can train you, and you can also improve your English a little later. So they know it very clearly. You don't have much English skills. So what I'm saying is improve your technical skills while appearing for interview, and also focus on the interview first. You can learn English little later. If you have 1 year time, if you are in the third year, if you have one still full year time, then you can focus on your English. You can do all the practices. You can speak with at least 20, you can speak with people at least 20 minutes a day. You can improve your English. If you don't have time, it's better to focus on interview first, get the interview cleared, then you can improve your English.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what
Thank you
I
so
did
much for
was,
that.
you're welcome, ma'am. So what I did was, when I was in the final year, there was nobody to guide me, and I was not even interested in attending interviews. Finally, it came to me, okay, let's give interviews and get some job. So at that time, I wrote down the list of questions and the answers. It was like one booklet. It was like a very big booklet. So I memorized everything, and whatever question they would ask, I anticipated those questions, and I gave them proper answers, and
Mhm.
finally able to clear the interview.
Wow, that's
Uh,
nice.
uh, That's one
The
thing that we
first
have to
thing is
do.
that you have a great knowledge technically and your subjects and everything.
Yeah, mostly when you're a fresher, the interviewers they already know that you don't have much English knowledge because you're a fresher, right?
Mhm.
So they will be expecting only technical knowledge a little bit.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So do you have anyone, any sibling who's doing BTech?
Yeah, yes, there are, but I am not. They are trying to learn
Mhm.
this language also, and they are doing good. But recently I have come across so many students who are telling that after
Okay.
4 years we are just polishing our English because we rejected from so many interviews. That's why I asked these questions to you.
Cool, ma'am. Let me ask you one thing. I know you've been learning English. So have you ever watched any web series to learn English?
No, in English web series
You
I
never watched
haven't
English
watched.
web series?
No,
Oh my God.
that's the problem. I want to start because
Okay.
when you start watching a web series at that time you feel a urge that I have to complete.
Yeah.
But due to my daughter, I don't get much time to watch a web series. That's why I
Oh,
don't start.
okay.
But I want to start.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Actually, most of the English learners they watch web series, TV shows.
Mm,
I've learned by watching. Do you know the Friends web series? Friends TV
yes,
show,
yes,
Friends and
yes.
Game of Thrones. These are the two web
Mhm.
series that I watched. I still do watch Friends and Game of Thrones whenever I get time.
Yes, I sometimes I try to watch Friends, but
Hmm.
it's on and
Boring,
off,
huh?
so that's why.
Okay, nice, man. So tell me your favorite movie in English. Anything that you watched?
I actually not that much movie lover. Sometimes when my husband watch, he tell me that he told tell me that come and watch that movie.
Okay.
But somehow I don't have that much interest
So
in
you never
movies.
watched movies, you never watched TV shows. How did you learn English then? What were you doing for your
From YouTube.
listening?
From
Okay.
YouTube, whatever
Okay.
I've last year, maybe at the beginning of 2025, I was the last movie. Otherwise, I don't watch movie, and nowadays my focus is completely whatever time I get, I just
Mhm.
watch so many podcasts. Nowadays, I watch so many podcasts. There are so many, and
Okay. You do listen to a lot of
initially.
podcast.
Yes, initially it was only for parenting and English, but
Hmm.
nowadays I there are so many YouTubers who recommend that this podcast is very good, so I try to watch that, and
Oh,
that is
that's
helpful
cool.
for me.
That's cool. Actually, watching podcast. I also watch podcast. I listen to podcast, but nowadays it's really boring, and I don't have time of 3 hours. Most of the podcasts would be 2 hours, 3 hours, so I don't have much time. So I just simply
Yeah,
watch
so
some random videos on YouTube for my listening.
now something is needed. Otherwise, input is we always need input.
Right.
Listening part is really very important for me.
Yeah. Now let me ask you one thing. So you said you have a daughter of 2 years old. So in another 1 year, probably you would have to put her in nursery or something. So,
Yes.
so is that the main reason that you're brushing your English? Like you want to be very fluent in English?
Yes, that is one reason because not only
Hmm.
for sending her school, I
Hmm.
actually whatever habit I am trying to like reading book. That's
Hmm.
I have bought so many English kids book for her, and we read those together. And I want her to build that habit also
Okay.
because I need to build some good habits for her. That's why I am trying, and you can say this is a part of that, and not only for sending her schools. I don't I Though she is living in this country, and that's why already she is learning this language any without anything.
Yeah. She has that English environment and
English
she is in the
environment.
learning age. She can learn very
Mhm.
quickly.
So she is speaking this language very fast. But
Hmm.
that's why sometimes we also need to speak in English with her. So this is
Yeah.
also helpful for her.
That's
My
great,
husband
ma'am.
is good at it, but I am not. I was not. So now I am trying.
That's cool. All the best. Definitely. She'll speak very good English, and also you speak really good English.
Thank you so much, and
Yeah,
thank you for your time. I was waiting so long for you,
yeah.
and finally today we made
What is
it.
the time over there?
It's 7 a.m.
7 a.m. in the morning. You just woke up.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's around 6 o'clock in the evening. Not 6 o'clock. It's going to
Mm-hmm.
be 5:40. Cool, ma'am.
Yes.